Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the 22nd Annual Garden State Film Festival. We are in the Shared Euros Podcast Lounge here for our fourth year in a row. We are at the beautiful Berkeley Hotel, gracious enough to let us use this beautiful lounge. And we are in beautiful Asbury Park. If you're anywhere near this weekend, come on down and watch some amazing films. My name is Ming Chen, back again.
CJ Cullen.
Yes, what's up, my friend? Hold on. Here, grab the other mic. Grab that one.
The one with the white wire.
There we go. Yeah, I think.
Get rid of the purple wire.
Yeah, I gotta. Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah,
Sound better.
yeah. How are you, my friend? Welcome back. How are you feeling?
I feel good.
All right.
Ready to go. Let's
Ready
go.
to
We're
go.
gonna break records this weekend.
We'll see. We did like 37, maybe 40 of these last year. I know it's gonna be tough because
We could just say we did 37.
We did 37. Yeah, we did 37. But we have an amazing gentleman here with an amazing film.
Who are you talking
playing? That would be you, my friend. Could you please introduce yourself?
My name's Tom Baldinger. I'm the CEO, owner, production of 624 Productions, and we've got a great pilot here that's going to be screened tomorrow night called Unsuited.
Unsuited, and this is a subject near and dear to my heart. I started playing Texas Hold'em about 20 years ago. I got sucked in by Kevin Smith.
There you go.
A filmmaker. We used to play tournaments in the back of Jane and Silent Bob's Secret Stash.
Nice.
We would have 30 people.
Awesome.
30-person tournaments.
That's awesome.
And whittled down to one person.
I was going to say, would you do like 3 tables, 10, 10
3
each?
tables of 10, yeah. And we would go all night, my friend.
Nice.
They get pretty serious about it. I never.
And did you guys do a cash game on the side? People got bounced out a little
exactly.
bit?
You know the drill, man. You know the
I
drill.
host
You've
games
been
at my
there.
own house sometimes, so
yeah, it's
a lot of fun.
So when you were writing this, were you thinking about yourself and all stories back when?
You know what? So I co-wrote this with our executive producer Kent Radford, who's down in Austin, Texas.
Okay.
So he pitched an idea to me during COVID, and he said, "I want to make a story about a guy who's it's kind of a sort of an autobiographical stories of one of his friends who's like always does the wrong thing, makes mistakes and stuff like that." And at the time, I was playing a lot of poker. And I said to him, I said, Kent, I'm like, how about if we put it in like the poker world?
Yeah.
So then we wrote we actually intended to write a short film.
Okay.
And as we were writing, we were like, wow, this feels like a TV show. Like it's a series.
Yeah.
Like there's characters, there's lots of layers. And so it became a pilot. And actually we have 2 episodes that we've produced and shot and done. So.
That's amazing. And you're screening tomorrow. What time and where?
We're here at the Berkeley Hotel.
Okay.
In the KINGSLEY room, I think
it
it
is.
is.
KINGSLEY Ballroom.
Yeah.
So we're the 6 to 8:30 block.
6 or 8:30 p.m. block.
Good time.
PM. If that's 8 if it's a.m., I'm not going to be here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you may have gone to some of those poker runs when it went way into the morning.
I don't know if they want to show a poker movie at 6:30 in the morning or 8:30 in the morning.
They might still be playing.
They still might be playing. So, what's your history? Are we talking about Texas Hold'em here, or are we talking about Omaha, high-low?
So
are
it's
we going
it's Texas Hold'em. So there's a young guy named Greg who decides to give up his inheritance. He lives in New Jersey. He decides he's going to give up his inheritance and become a professional poker player and move out to Las Vegas.
Okay.
And he wants to meet his hero, which is Tom McAvoy, which is a 4-time series World Series poker champ.
He's got bracelets.
He does. He's got 4 of them. He actually only has 2 left, but we'll talk about that another time.
Yeah.
So that's his story, and he goes out to Las Vegas to become a professional poker player. Unbeknownst to him, he is the worst player to ever play the game because all of his house games, his friends have been letting him play.
Yeah.
And when he tells them, they're all like, "Uh-oh, we created a monster."
Right.
Yeah. But we don't want to break his heart either.
Wow. I mean, wouldn't good friends be honest with you though? But not these guys.
No, these guys, because he's doing it for a reason, and when you see it, there's a deep-seated reason why he's doing it.
Okay, yeah,
it's not just for poker.
For sure.
And you shot locally?
We shot in Atlantic City, we shot in Freehold, and we also went out to Las Vegas.
You did?
Wow. Okay, so okay. Did you shoot at casinos? Are you allowed to say? Because,
no, for sure. So we've screened the pilot and the 2nd episode at the World Series of Poker in July of last year.
Okay,
during the main event.
Are they playing at the Rio now?
Well, they were in the old Bally's, which is now the Horseshoe.
So they're back at the
Rio.
Horseshoe.
The Rio's gone.
Yeah.
The Rio's gone.
Okay,
yeah. Well, the new owner's coming in.
Vegas is so volatile. I don't know what's going on.
It's always rough.
So the Bally's, and now it's back to the Binions. I don't know what's Binions,
it's the Horseshoe Casino.
Just the Horseshoe now.
The old Bally's.
Okay.
So we screened it there during the main event in July.
Oh, wow, man.
And then we screened it with the World Poker Tour.
Right.
Down in Florida at Seminole at the Hard Rock Thanksgiving weekend, this past Thanksgiving weekend. So we showed it to a bunch of poker players, and people are loving it so far. So
That's amazing. What's the runtime on each episode?
So episode 1, the pilot is 20 minutes long.
Okay.
Episode 2 is 27 minutes long.
Okay, so it's I mean, if you're in a streaming service, it fit perfectly within those windows.
1,000,000%. Yeah,
Okay.
and we've actually mapped out 6 seasons. So we've got 6
Wow,
seasons
how many
mapped
episodes
out.
per season?
8 episodes, 8 to 10 depends. Me
Sure.
and Kent go back and forth. We're like, we could do season 1 for 10 episodes. I'm like, maybe 8. So him and I are always kind of like deciding what we want to do. But we haven't mapped for 6 seasons.
What's the new model now? 6 now. There are a lot of
6 is a
sixers
season,
going on, right?
Yeah,
No.
6 to start, and then they increase it from
then
there.
they
That's the
increase
old.
it from there.
Believe that. I mean, like when we grew up watching TV shows.
Oh, dude, 23.
Right?
Yeah,
23,
23
24.
was standard.
Right? Now it's 6.
That's the old.
6.
I believe. I mean, don't quote me on this, but from what I saw, is the old AMC model where
Yes.
AMC would be. If you saw like Mad Men, Breaking Bad, and
they
Walking
start
Dead,
with season 1 with 6, and then
actually,
maybe with the 12 or 18.
and Comic Book Men.
And
we got
Comic
And
Book
Comic
Man.
Book Man,
we got
that's right.
6
Did you have a 6 episode season 1?
First season with 6 episodes, yeah. So that's their kind of pilot, and then if that works, they expand it from there.
That's the goal.
And I imagine if Netflix or Amazon Prime or whoever was like, "Hey, can you do 10 instead of 8, and we'll pay you per episode?" I'm sure you'd find a way.
No, we've got it. We've got it all mapped out. So we've got specifically season 1. We've got each episode already, the bylines, the log lines, and everything.
Yeah.
And then each season after that, we did basically a summary for each season. Like, all right, this is what's going to happen in
Right.
season 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
So you shot 2 already?
2 episodes.
Are you going to do a third one, or are you waiting?
So the goal is we have not shown it publicly. So we've been doing private screenings like we did at
Yeah.
the World Series of Poker
Right.
and World Poker Tour. So this is the first public screening.
This is it. This is
Wow.
basically a premiere. This
Pretty
weekend.
much New Jersey premiere?
What's that?
Public premiere.
Like any premiere.
Any
It'll be the
premiere.
first time that it's here in New Jersey where we
So
shot it.
cool.
And the goal is we want to get sponsorships, product placements, and investments to make season 1.
Yeah, I mean there are a lot of potential endorsees out there.
There's a lot. So we're working with the World Poker Tour right
Yep.
now.
Good old WPT. Are you watching?
Adam Pliska, you
Yes.
better hope you're watching. We're working with you, buddy. We're,
Yeah.
we're really excited about
For
it.
sure.
So
Daniel-
they're supporting the show.
Daniel Negreanu, are you watching? This man, has great
So
sponsorship.
we actually
here.
showed it to Phil Hellmuth. So Phil Hellmuth saw it last year.
The bad boy of poker.
The bad boy of poker.
Yes.
Saw it. He gave me about 35 seconds on the phone. Said, "I really like it. What do you want from me with this?" And I was like, "Let's
Wow.
get you in it. Let's put you
Yeah.
in it." And he goes, "We got to talk to my agent." And I went,
Okay. Yeah. So he wants it official. He wants
Exactly.
Agent wants cut. It's all official. But if you know anything about Phil Hellmuth, he is known as Bad Boy of Poker.
Yep.
Guy hates everything. He hates everything. He hates bad beats. He hates all the other players.
But yet, if you follow him on Instagram, it's Phil Hellmuth positivity, right? It's like that's his tag.
That's
right
ironic, but
Yeah.
yes, for sure. But that's a big endorsement. If he said he
Yeah,
liked it,
He liked it. He liked it a lot, and we've had a lot of poker players who've been giving us some great feedback. They're
Yeah.
liking the show because they feel like we didn't want to get too much into the weeds
Right.
of poker, because
it's been done already.
and it gets too confusing for general audiences.
Sure.
People go, I don't want to know too much. Just
No.
tell me, did he win? Did he lose? And why it
right.
happened?
And why did he win? Like what
Exactly.
hand and what hand did he have? Yes.
One of the things that we are considering is, in part of season 1 and going forward, is working with the World Poker Tour. We want to have some professional poker players after each episode
Yeah.
to kind of come on, sit at a table and say, this is what really happened in the game.
Oh, yeah.
This is why Greg did this, or this
Okay.
is why this poker player did that.
Yeah.
Kind of explain it a little bit.
So
Kind of
is there room
That
for
sounds
future seasons for pros, well-known pros to be on
million.
To be in
episodes?
it, yeah.
Yeah, so
Oh man, that's great.
he gets, so I won't give it too much, but he gets stuck in Las Vegas, and he's got to figure out how to do it. And
Right.
he meets his childhood hero, Tom McAvoy,
Yeah.
and our quote-unquote villain, who's played by Carmine Giovinazzo, is out in Vegas. And he kind of shows him, all right, there's two sides of poker. There's the ballers and the good side and the bad side, and kind of tries to mentor him.
There's two sides to every poker chip, my friend.
How were your actors in playing poker? Did they have a good background in poker, or they had to learn?
You know what they do? So Tony Dennison, who plays the dad, he's a poker player.
Okay.
But he doesn't get to play poker in the first 2 episodes,
Okay.
but he might in
Right.
future episodes. Carmine Giovinazzo is a poker player.
Okay.
Some of our extras who came on, they were poker players. So it made it a lot easier when we were doing the poker scenes and stuff because people knew what was going on.
There's some nuances,
Yeah.
if you the way you muck a hand, the way
Yep.
you handle the chips, the way you push in, the way
The
way you
one
bluff,
one of our
the way you
dealers,
look.
Tom Banas, he's a professional poker dealer,
Right.
and so he was a dealer for us, and he made sure because there were a couple times he's like, wait, no, that's not what's supposed to happen,
Yeah.
and I'm like, oh, I thought I wrote it right. He goes, no, it's got to happen like this. And even Tom McAvoy
Right.
was acting as a consultant for us.
Yeah,
It
this
was
is
great
cool.
to have that on set.
Yeah, it was cool.
Authenticity.
Exactly.
So you have poker people watching and be like, they don't do that,
Yeah,
or that's
no, I
not
would
right.
never.
or-
Yeah, that's come on, man.
And
That's-
that was extremely nervous, sitting in a poker room and having 30, 40 poker players at the World Series of Poker and the WPT sit there and watch it. I'm like, oh God, I hope we didn't do anything wrong, And there were a couple times they're like, well, he should have probably said this, but it's okay he said that. But
Right.
He should probably do this.
Yeah, like I wouldn't have done it that way, but I've
Exactly.
seen it done
Exactly.
that way, which is okay. Like you weren't so grossly inaccurate. They're like
We
that
tried.
it took people out of it.
We tried our best on it.
That's amazing, man. And
Thank you.
in the last few years, I mean, there's nothing on TV like this that I know of.
No, there is
And
not, and that's the goal of the show.
Yeah.
Since like a Rounders kind of thing,
Over 20 years at this point. I think what year Rounders come out? Do you remember? Yeah, so
now,
it was.
right?
Yeah, it had to
They
be.
were
That was
young.
a movie, right?
That
That was a
movie.
movie.
Yep.
And a serious
there's
movie.
never been a
like-
scripted series where this is a comedy
No.
and
Yeah,
drama,
yeah.
but there's never been a scripted series that lives in the poker world.
Right.
Right. But yet all the other characters like Ronnie Marmo and Jackie Burns and Janelle, they're not poker players in the show. So there's some other stories going on
Right.
with them, and they've got lots of layers.
Right. And if you do play poker, most people play. They have a weekly game, and so it goes on potentially forever.
Exactly.
Yeah, my personal stories. I was on a TV show a few years back, about 10 years ago. Every Tuesday, we'd do a cast and crew game. We would go
nice.
in the basement of where
Nice.
we were shooting.
Very nice.
Cast and crew, and we invite some of the local business owners. Why? Because they brought food after
you
they
go.
were done, and they fancy themselves good poker players, and most of them weren't. But I'll give a shout at some of them. Jamian from Jamian's in Red Bank.
Yep.
Tazo from Bistro and Teak
Okay.
would also come down, and great guys. They brought great food. Sometimes they could play, sometimes they couldn't. I'm not going to give them too much
Did
credit.
Chris ever bring sandwiches?
Chris Covert from he's over at Telurcio's, but he had a sandwich place over there at one point.
Nice.
We and every Tuesday it was like we all look forward to it, and it was fun. We bonded.
Yeah.
And some even though the show's over, some of them still play online with each other every Tuesday night.
It's a great social game. You can sit
it-
around, you're playing cards, you're talking,
Yeah,
whatever you want to talk
Yeah,
about.
I probably shouldn't say this, but I play. I like playing with people I know. I want to
Right.
bust their balls. I want to call them out, and
Yep.
sometimes I want to take some pots off of them, but it's all because I want to hang out with
Can
them.
I get you to come to my game?
I would love to play.
I'm actually going to be hosting a game pretty soon.
I would
so.
love to play with you.
Kel, is that okay? That's my wife.
Yeah,
She said
yeah.
it's okay, so
It's
she's
okay
watching
for
right
Ming
now.
Chen to
Yeah,
go
have
play.
I been vetted for the do I have to knock 3 times? And I was
Didn't
on
they
camera?
just sell? They just sold. Kevin Smith just sold the poker table recently.
Oh yeah, well yeah. Real quick, Kevin Smith just did this big auction of stuff he had laying around.
Yeah.
One of the biggest sellers, one of the biggest items that went for a large amount of money was a poker felt that I had designed for him many years
that's
ago.
awesome.
Yeah, so
Yeah, for a lot.
In the movie Chasing Amy, there was a character called Holden McNeil.
Right.
We
That's right.
changed it to Hold'em McNeil.
Love
and,
it.
it was a Chasing Amy themed poker felt.
Nice.
I think that thing sold for like $1,500 or
It
something.
was-
It's just
it
a
was
felt,
up there.
Not even the table. Like we had
Just
to,
the felt. Just the felt.
we had to custom make the table. The table only cost $500.
Yeah.
But the felt.
That's
I'm sure
great.
Kevin signed it and
Yeah.
made it personal,
That's
one of a
great.
kind.
That's sweet. That's
Yeah.
really cool.
For
So
sure.
now with your with Unsuited, now I know if you go way back, you've worked with a lot of the same actors here and there with some of your stuff. Who are some of the actors that appear in the show that you've worked with in the past?
Ronnie Marmo. So Ronnie Marmo was him and I did my first short film that was here at the Garden State Film Festival almost 10 years ago.
That was when there was down in. I remember we were down in Atlantic City, I believe.
Yes, we were. That's right. That's a great memory.
Yeah.
So Ronnie Marmo and most of my crew that were working on Two Sides of Love.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
They're
another
all-
thing. You bring
all
the crew.
same crew. It's been the same crew for 624 Productions. Brad Reed, Rich Hall, Jeff Sesselberg, who shot Two Sides of Love.
Yeah.
Jill Pipitone. Just we've had the same crew, and now Jill's bringing her daughter comes on set as a PA. My son's
Oh,
now
sweet.
on set working with us.
Wow.
So
That's why we have kids, man. Free labor, dude.
well,
or at least cheap
I don't know
labor.
about free because my son still hits me up. He's like,
Okay,
Dad, you didn't pay me. Yeah.
cheap-ish labor.
Cheapish.
Yeah, they're not in the union, so you don't have to worry about that.
But
so.
624, we built kind of a family.
Right.
So
Yeah.
it's the same, same crew, and it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's
I'm trying to think who else we
From Who's Jenna, a lot of people there you're still working with too.
Yeah,
right?
so it's actually Bill Sorvino. We just shot a music video with him for the band called Who on Earth, called Set Me Free. So that's on our YouTube, the 624 Productions YouTube channel. So that music video's got like over 250,000 views.
Oh, wow, okay.
on the YouTube channel, which we're really proud about. So yeah, it's important to continue working with the same people as long as they fit what you're looking for.
Oh, yeah,
and,
for sure.
and do the job right.
Yeah. How many times have you had films at the Garden State Film Festival?
This will be, let's see, Two Sides. Then we had Hooked. So this will be my third time here.
That's
at the
amazing because they're very selective here. I've learned.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
They're very selective.
But you know what though? So last night at the Meet the Filmmakers, they showed a bunch of trailers, and I'll tell you something: the quality has just jumped tremendously. I was sitting there, Richard Hall, who's one of our DPs and does a lot of work for us. Him and I were kind of kept looking back at each other, and we're like, "Wow, that was a good trailer. It looked really great." He was like, and I was, in fact, and sometimes I was like, "All right, can we do something like that?
Yeah.
Let's put that filter on our next thing." You know?
Right. Yeah.
So Garden State Film Festival has definitely raised the bar in quality.
Elevated it for sure. That's amazing.
What are you working on right now?
Yeah. What do you?
So-
well, wait. First of all, before that.
Yeah.
This isn't your only project at the Garden State Film, the
that's right.
22nd annual.
That's correct.
Because you came in and was like, wait, I think they took my music video. So
Yeah,
you got
so
two
we
things.
have
What else
a
you got?
music video called Scoundrel. That's the band is called Noose. They're a local band in New Jersey.
Yeah.
They're a heavy metal, hard rock band.
Yeah.
It's the second music video we did with them. And Ronnie Marmo was in the first music video,
Right.
Swept Away. So this one, Scoundrel, is in, and it's fun. It's kind of the band basically rids the world of scoundrels with people that are kind of mean and they snap their fingers and the people disappear and they kind of go into a little bit of a tip to our hat to the Phantom Zone at the end of the
yeah,
they
for
all
sure.
get stuck in a glass.
Oh yeah, well like Superman 2.
Exactly.
Yeah, the Phantom. Yeah, the.
I said Phantom Menace. The
No,
Phantom
you said
Zone.
Phantom Zone. No, you said
I said
Phantom.
Phantom Zone,
No,
okay.
you said Phantom Zone. You didn't
did.
slip into Star Wars
So that's
mode.
something that your company does is a bunch of different music videos. Under
Yeah, so
624, right?
we've done 3 music videos. We're going to try and do another one, and we've got a mini web series out right now called Checked Out.
Okay.
And so that's some of the same like Mark Riccadonna,
Right.
Mike Satow, who are in Unsuited. They're in Checked Out. We've got 7 episodes. Season 1's out, and we're going to start going into season 2 in May. We're in the middle
amazing.
of writing it. Right
I
now.
saw our very own Ernie O'Donnell in one of those.
Ernie is in one of those episodes.
Ernie O'Donnell, he just pops up everywhere. He's
Everywhere.
just like
It was great.
Yeah.
He was
yeah,
awesome.
he's good.
Yeah.
He was awesome.
And also a man who fancies himself a poker player, that Ernie O'Donnell.
1,000,000%.
Yeah. Well, no comment on that. No comment.
Doesn't he hosts games? Doesn't he? I think
He has hosted games, yeah, and we got into some tournament. Now, to his credit, we did come and won 2 in a tournament, and his flush beat my straight. So, like, what are you gonna do?
Wow.
Yeah. There's
Wow.
nothing I could do.
Wow.
I had to go
Yeah.
all in on that hand.
you
and
got to do it.
He took me out. So
Especially when you had the straight.
I had straight. Yeah, he had a. Yeah, I remember he had a spade flush. So it was. Yeah. What do
Ouch.
you? Again. Yeah, he's.
You're sitting there, you're going, I got this. Right?
That's what I thought, and
You got
then
the
you turned.
confidence,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden, just like
Yep.
someone pulled the rug right out from under you.
Pulled the spade on the river, man, and it's poker, right?
That's
it's poker.
That's the game.
You ever thought about maybe taking a run at the World Series? Like maybe not the main event, but there's some smaller, like the $1,500.
So I'll tell you a really funny story. So at the screening of the when we did at the World Series of Poker, we also hosted a game at one of the professional poker players' homes.
Oh, wow,
In
okay.
Las Vegas. So JJ Liu allowed us to come in too. So we set up 2 tables.
Okay.
And McAvoy was like, "Oh, let me bring a couple players." So I was
boy.
like, so some of the cast and crew were out there. So we're like, oh, let's sit. And we filmed us all playing, and we did interviews and stuff like that, which was a lot of fun. And I sat down next to Tom McAvoy.
Yeah.
And I'm playing with him. I'm like, what the hell am I doing? Like, this guy's going to knock me out within like 20 minutes.
You know what you're doing? You're playing with the best, and you lost.
Yeah,
so
tremendously.
That's, like Matt Damon says, you can't win what you don't put in the middle.
No, I am
What were the parameters of this game?
It was a
buy-in?
fundraiser, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was a fundraiser. I think it was 60%, 65% of the pool of the pocket of the money went to St. Jude's.
Okay, well, we're not talking like 300, 600 blinds or anything crazy like that.
It was a fun social, get everybody together, talk
cool.
about Unsuited and stuff like that.
That's why I do it. So
Yeah.
that's awesome, man.
Yeah,
well,
exciting.
everybody come down Saturday, tomorrow, 6 to 8. The
6 to 8,
Kingsley Ballroom.
Kingsley Ballroom.
Ballroom, yes.
Ballroom.
Kingsley Ballroom. Here
Right
at the
here,
Berkeley
right
Hotel.
here in the
literally,
Berkeley.
literally steps from here.
Just come to the Berkeley. We're all right front and be like, where's the films playing?
Yeah, definitely check it out.
Oh, you
And,
know who else is
right over
is,
here.
Dan Lauria.
Dan,
Dan
Lawyer.
from the Wonder Years?
I just
Mr. Arnold?
he's amazing. He's an amazing guy. I met him a few times.
And he's a
We had a
poker
great poker. He is. Oh wow.
I would love to play poker with Dan
He's a poker
Lauria.
player.
Can you
I know,
imagine
right?
that?
That's awesome.
Yeah. No, he was
I-
great. He was so awesome on set.
Yeah.
In fact, he actually stayed an extra day. Came down to Atlantic City, and he's like, "Whatever you need,
Yeah.
I'm here." And we were like,
Holy
"All right,
cow,
let's,
man.
let's put him in some more."
I missed him in Lombardi. I wanted to see that. So
You never
bad.
saw that on Broadway?
I missed it on Broadway.
It was
wanted to.
I remember seeing that. I was in college. It tells you how old I am. And I was like, he was so good. And Ronnie Marmo is one of the producers on Unsuited, so he's friends with Tony Dennison, Carmine,
Yeah.
and Dan. And so when Ronnie signed up to co-produce the pilot, he's like, well, he goes, I can get these guys in, and they were great. So it was thanks to Ronnie, he really kind of helped us along with that.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
That's so cool.
To your point, and to every independent filmmaker who's watching this, network and create those relationships. And to what you were asking, like who else you still work with? Still work with Ronnie. There's people that everybody.
And
knows
I remember
everybody.
way back when. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's all about building those relationships and keeping that going.
And also for Who's Jenna, it was
Yes.
a few people from that I've seen some of your stuff later on.
So Gary Pastor,
like smaller parts.
Yeah, Gary Pastor. Yeah, we worked with Gary Pastor on a. He came on and worked on a short film that we did called Hooked about 5 years ago. So we try to work with a lot of the same people.
And you did a music video with Yessie, was it? Yessie?
Yes, Yessie Rodriguez. Yes, so she's in Scoundrel.
Oh.
So she's in the Scoundrel episode in the Scoundrel music video.
Yeah, for sure. When is so I have it up here. Kingsley Ballroom, 6 to 8 p.m. tomorrow,
Right.
Saturday.
6 to
When-
8:30, right? And then
Yes.
Scoundrel's playing across the street at the Asbury at 9 p.m.
Oh wow, so you're gonna double dip.
So we're
man.
gonna, we're gonna run over with umbrellas because it's supposed to pour.
Supposed to pour.
yeah.
Just, you'll be fine. You'll be dripping wet, but it's for film, man.
It's for exactly.
For the love of film.
It's all about supporting everybody else.
Right on,
Absolutely.
man. Thank you very much.
Well,
I
thank you. This
appreciate
is
it.
great.
And I can't wait to if I can, I'll hop over. This is something very near and dear to my heart. I literally all week I've been watching videos, just random videos of Phil Helmuth flipping out at people. I'm not even kidding. I don't know why. It just kind of came up randomly, and I
Nice.
fell into this whole rabbit hole. And guys, he's fiery, but
Well,
he's good.
I gave you these coasters too.
Yeah, look at this.
So these
You got
coasters
coasters,
here,
man.
we're going to be handing these out tomorrow at the screening. There's a QR code that people can scan. They can give us some feedback on it. And if by chance, if you come to the festival tomorrow, you don't get to see it, but you want to grab one of these, we're going to put them out at the hospitality.
Yep, there's a little thing right here.
Hospitality. I just made a word up.
You did.
Close
and you
enough.
can scan the QR code, and not only can you give us a review, but it has a link to the actual pilot.
Oh,
And
sweet.
if you want to see the second episode, you just got to email 624 Productions.
Oh,
Is there?
cool.
Is there? Do you have anything else on from your past on the 624?
So on our
Productions
YouTube
website?
channel, Two Sides of Love, all the music videos checked out. Who's Jenna's not out there because we have a distribution deal with Indican Pictures
good.
and Lionsgate. So that's still with them for the next 4 years. Then I get it back.
Yeah.
Amazing. Thank
One
you.
more thing, though. You are a podcaster now. You have your podcast.
Oh,
when you
whoa,
promote
I
your
love the
podcast.
podcast.
Yeah,
dude. We're all about that.
it's on the YouTube channel 624 Pod. We're doing a podcast. We're in our third season.
Nice, man.
And it's me and Mark Riccadonna,
Yep.
who's my co-host.
Yep, who
and
is,
we bring on kind of like this. It's it's live video. Actually, we record it, then we set it out. 'cause
smart,
we
so you can cut stuff
just
out.
cut stuff
That's
out.
like,
but
ooh, maybe we
talk
shouldn't have
to
said that.
all filmmakers, people, and talk about the
Love
the successes, the failures, the do's, the don'ts of independent filmmaking here in New Jersey.
That's amazing.
So-
What's it called again?
It's called 624 Pod.
624 Pod. Check it out, everybody. Go to Spotify, iTunes.
Yep.
Subscribe right now.
Yeah, please
and,
do.
Again, tomorrow, 6
Dude, I
to
appreciate
8:30.
the plugs, man. You're great.
Yeah.
This is
Dude,
awesome.
man.
That's what we're
everything,
used to.
everything.
You got to plug.
Look at this guy.
man.
Look at this
why we're-
guy.
This is why we're
Gotta
here.
plug.
I'm acting like I'm Irish, and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh.
This is why we're here. So congratulations, Unsuited,
you.
everybody. Check it
Yeah.
out. Kingsley Ballroom, 6 to 8:30
Tomorrow.
and then hop over to the Asbury and check out the
Scoundrel.
Scoundrel, the music video. Thank you very much, my
Yes,
friend.
thank you. It's good to
man.
see you
Yeah,
again.
great to
guys.
see you,
I appreciate
man.
it. Really
And
appreciate
Garden State Film Festival starting tonight. There's a gala
Yeah.
still going on. There's an after
Yeah.
party tonight. But if you're anywhere near, come on down gsff.org for tickets and info. Award ceremony on Sunday, and we will be here all weekend.
Movies all day tomorrow. If it's raining tomorrow, come watch some
yeah.
movies.
Come watch a movie, and then come hang out with us. We got soda, we got water, we got Death Wish coffee. We
You
got
gotta
great
try that
stories.
Deathwish coffee, man.
Yeah, for sure.
good.
So, all right. Thank you guys very much.
Thank you.
And we will see you guys soon. We're rolling all weekend, so
We'll
you're
be
gonna
back
see
in
a
a
lot
few
of
minutes.
us. You're gonna see a lot of us. We'll see you guys in a bit.
Thanks a lot.